What's up, y'all? It's Kendrick, aka Chug Rock. What I want to talk about in this message is about being a role model. You know what I'm saying? To the people around you. Being a role model is someone that some people look up to. You know, you know what I'm saying? I want to be a role model. You know, I want to be a good role model for people around me, for my community, not my whole city here in Monroe, Louisiana. You people, y'all should want to be a role model in here in Monroe or anywhere else you may be looking at this message from. You know what I'm saying? You know, so as people, we should not be idiotic. We should not have our brains just on material things. We should look outside of the box. Many of y'all people are in a box. Y'all stuck on religious beliefs. Y'all stuck on, I pretty much would say, stupid. You know, y'all don't want to expand y'all brains. You know, y'all don't want to be leaders. Y'all want to be followers. You know, if y'all in 2025, if y'all still believe in this, Jesus gonna come back to save you from your from this world, you delusional. You know what I'm saying? You delusional the old time. I do not believe that anymore. You know, I don't believe in what most of the world believe in. Majority of the people in the world believe it's Jesus Christ going to save them from all this wickedness. You know, I don't believe that no more. I want to be separate from the people that believe in that. You know what I'm saying? You know, so that's why my mind is different, and that's why people don't understand what I understand. See, see, I want to be the one that people say, this brother is smart, this brother is intelligent, this brother is a role model for the community. I don't want to be a villain. I don't want to be that guy where people say, don't be around him. He's a bad influence. I want to be a good influence. I don't want to have a negative influence in this world. I don't want to have that on my jacket. I don't have that on my jacket. Monroe don't know about me. All Monroe don't know about me. See, I want to be known. That's why I'm trying to get myself out there. I can't get myself out there if y'all trying to stop me for y'all dummies who trying to call the police on me to get me off the streets. So I won't preach, you dummies. You know, that make y'all look bad when y'all try to do that. Trying to get me off the streets. You know, if y'all get me off the streets, say for instance, one of y'all dummies call the police on me, right? Say for instance, the police on y'all side. Y'all may want me to go to jail. Just because I knocked on the door or I knocked on somebody else's door. You didn't want to answer the door. Maybe you did answer the door. You ain't like what I was saying. And you want to decide to want me to go to jail in your head. Say for instance, I go to jail. You know, I can't do what I'm doing no more possibly. You just took a good man out of the equation. So it's not wise what y'all doing. For all y'all people that be calling the police on me, you know, just because I be trying to, you know, y'all don't know what I'm trying. You can't, you know, y'all can't judge a book by its cover just because of the way I dress. You know, just because I come like this in y'all presence, you know. So, y'all don't know what y'all doing. Y'all don't got the spirit of righteousness inside of y'all. If y'all had this Holy Spirit within inside of y'all wouldn't treat me like that. Would nobody treat me like that, you know? People that dog, people that mistreat me, people that mistreat others, period, don't got a good role model spirit, don't got the Holy Spirit, don't got a good spirit, don't got a righteous spirit. you know. So it's not wise to just call the police on somebody just because that person is knocking on a door. That person might be an angel. And I talked about this in another video. You know, that hurts my heart to see y'all do that. You know, not in the sense where I want to cry or, you know, but it's like it ain't right. Because I want to be respected. When I say hurt my heart, I mean that's very disrespectful. What y'all doing. That's very, very disrespectful, and I don't like it. I don't like y'all doing me like that. I don't like stuff like that. So by y'all doing it, y'all really making yourselves bad, not me bad. You ain't making me look bad. Y'all the one make yourself look bad. That's evil what y'all doing. Y'all looking like devils. I'm trying to be an angel, and y'all being a devil. I'm trying to uplift. Y'all trying to put down. That's wicked. So I'm gonna continue to be a role model. That ain't none of these cops gonna take me off the streets. It ain't gonna stop. It ain't gonna stop. My movement ain't gonna stop. It's gonna keep on going like a train on a track. I don't care about no wicked cop if a wicked cop approach me, because I'm gonna stand my ground like a man. I'm bold. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no pussy. You know what I'm saying? I'm a tough guy. And that's my conduct, I can't let these people tell me what to do. You know what I'm saying? People been telling me like I shouldn't go preach, knock on no more doors. I'm gonna continue to knock on doors. I'm just gonna take a break from it, damn it. And thank that cop that's from this neighborhood, from my neighborhood. No offense to her, but I'm gonna take heed to what she said. I'm not gonna take heed to the fact that she told me to stop knocking on. I'm going to continue to do that regardless. That's my First Amendment rights. But I am going to take heed to when she told me like to preach in front of stores and stuff. I am going to do that. That's a good idea. Thank her for that. I thank you for that, miss. Female police officer from this neighborhood I stay in here in the Atkinson Quarters in Monroe. I thank her for that. Not for the telling me to stop knocking. That's evil. Bless her heart, because she seemed like a good person. But I'm not gonna listen to what she say on that part. You know what I'm saying? Bless her heart. She might not know. I don't credit her on it. You know what I'm saying? She might not know better, but seem like she don't know better. But bless her soul. Because she seemed like a good person. She's not an asshole, But it did come off like an asshole when she said, eventually we'll go to jail for trying to do what I'm doing, trying to knock on doors and trying to spread good news, to people. You know what I'm saying? Trying to better people, So, but yeah, it's going to work out, I'll probably give it a couple of months or so. And I am going to go to the city hall and police department to get it straight. I want to get it straight, but I'm still going to go after it. You know what I'm saying? I'm still going to go after it because I want to be a good role model, and y'all should be a good role model. But some of these people in Monroe, a lot of these people in Monroe don't want to be role models. They want to be dickheads. They want to be assholes. A lot of y'all ain't good people, like y'all saying here in Monroe. Or anywhere else, y'all assholes, you heard me? So with that being said, y'all be cool. Be a role model.